over backwards C1. Pin name is IN negative. This is A1. And this is IN positive. We're gonna see what power down control. Just call it an input for now. And this is going to be C2. Oh, this is the PDN underscore N. This is C2. We're just gonna leave it as an input. We don't really know what it is. We're gonna go ahead and move that up to here. Move that up one. Leave that there. All right, let's go back over here. We have ground and we have, I guess they're both grounds. I'm gonna leave them as input. So the top one is ground and the number is A2. This is PGN D. Pin number is B2. We're gonna go ahead and come over here for out plus. Pin number is C3. Come over here. These are outputs. Out negative, and the pin number is A3. So you have A3, C3, which is also an output. Boom, boom. We're gonna leave those as ins. Not really sure. How we want to do that, but that is basically it right there. We are done creating this symbol. We're gonna double check. So VLDO is an output, and that is B1. We really don't know what this is. B3 PVDD. I think that is just normal power input. VA for A1 is an input, and C1 is an input. A1, C1, good. C2 is PDN in ground. A2, ground. B2, output is C3 and A3. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and save this. And now that is saved, we can go ahead and close this. And theoretically, we should be able to find this right here. And go ahead and drop that in and save it. Save it. Okay. Symbol editor. Schematic setup. Symbol library browser. That's it. did. But there it is. Actually, one thing we know we did forget to do, we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna get this loaded up. And then we need to grab I can't necessarily make this completely center. I'll say come down like that. We're gonna run with this and now save it. Now close it. Go ahead and drop this in. Oh, I just got the chip in here. Oh, well, you know, after having ordered all of these parts, I did find, still did not find a mono audio amp that was 10 watts or 5 watts, but I did just recently find stereo, basically two, you know, a left and right. I don't know if it's like actually left and right on those, but anyways, it's 2x, you know, 5 watt audio amps and a 2x 10 watt. So that should at least allow me to check the differences between the two speakers. I just ordered those, so I basically don't need to do this anymore. But I think it'd be nice just because it'll at least get me through this portion of like learning this, and then we can actually test, like, hey, if I just have one speaker connected to this you know, dual output, is it going to be the same loudness? You know what I mean? Like that way we can kind of tell. And plus, this will also help with, you know, once we get to the point where we're actually making the electronics, like we'll have I'll have like some sort of something, you know, this program having created a simple audio amp. So basically I'm basically just making this, watch, this eval board. This board is $41, and without buying these little standoffs and just buying the chip and the little resistors and whatnot, that was like $20-something. or enough to make 5 of them. And I don't know how much the board's gonna cost, but it's not gonna cost that much. Like, what is it? JPCB. Well, I know there's PCB way. We'll just go with that. Oh, versus J. This is the other one. I'm gonna choose either one of them, but I think this is the one that shows like 2-layer quantity 5. I think it's like, so it's gonna be like 17 bucks. Be like $2 each ish. Possibly. We're gonna, once we get finished, we'll go ahead and upload them and see which one's cheaper to run with. But they didn't have this chip in there, so I had to create that from scratch, which I just did. We might have to watch a video on the footprint portion of it. If I'm not mistaken, it's not that hard though. So if we go to libraries, this is as far as I got basically, and then I think we got to go over here. And then I'm gonna go to. Oh, do I have to make one for each one? Okay, we're gonna go with custom foot. Prints. We're gonna go inside of here. And then I think I have to make one. I think they were saying, I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. Something about THT. Anyways, that is that. Oh yeah, THT. All right. So I think that was that. And then I don't know how to do this. From this point on, I don't know. Oh. Then we got to come over here, drop this down here. I downloaded one, but I'm curious on how to make this. So that's kind of what I want to do. So we're going to come down here to where the dimensions are, which is right here. And from corner to corner, or 1.454. If I'm not mistaken, they went to 100 mils. And what we're gonna do is make a box, I think. So this is 1.54 mils